Immersion Project by Shank-Maxwell. My story is based in 1920s southern Indiana in a town called Santa Claus, and based on this man, James Martin, the 14th postmaster of Santa Claus, Indiana, and his decision to answer children's letters to Santa Claus as Santa Claus. But first, a little backstory. In 1856, a small German settlement struggled to name their town when a young child heard sleigh bells on Christmas Eve and shouted, "Santa Claus! Santa Claus!" And that was how Santa Claus, Indiana got its name. To immerse myself in this project, I started by traveling from my hometown of Winnemac, Indiana, in the northern part of the state, all the way down to the southern part of the state to Santa Claus. It was over a 6-hour drive. And southern Indiana is very hilly with lots and lots of trees. And just when you think there's nothing over that next hill, there's Santa Claus, nestled in the hills of southern Indiana. As a postman, or anyone traveling in that time, there was great distances between peoples, so it took them a long time to get to where they were going to. One of the first stops that I made when I got to Santa Claus, Indiana, was the museum. This is a picture of the very first Santa Claus post office. And this is the second Santa Claus post office that was in the Martin's General Store. This is where Jim Martin started answering the letters from Santa. Unfortunately, this table is one of the only items left from that building. This is where I did my research, in the museum. At one time, the Postal Service thought that they should change the name of Santa Claus, Indiana, because so much mail was coming in. The citizens did not like that idea. Letters like these can be seen at the museum, giving a history of what it was like to be a child in those times. These are desks that children used to write their letters to Santa. While I was there doing my research, there were children who came in as well and wrote their letters to Santa. When they were finished, they rang a bell, letting Santa's elves know they had a letter ready for pickup. The first post office has been moved to the museum and is under renovation. I got to look in the windows, but I didn't get an opportunity to go in. This is the church where some say the name of Santa Claus came into being. It is also at the museum site, and I did get to go in there. I sat at this bench in the back of the church. The smell of tung oil and dusty plaster filled the air. I could imagine the sound of little feet clicking on the boards. The post office was moved to this building. The townspeople like this one because it looks like it belongs in Santa's village. Due to strict postal regulations, however, the post office was moved to this new facility. After walking the town and visiting all of the locations in town, I decided that I was going to stay at Santa's Lodge. Christmas is part of their everyday life here. The people of Santa Claus were welcoming and very friendly. They truly embrace the spirit of Christmas.
Christ is born, a Prince of Peace. Christ is hunt and joy is green. Feel the news